Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is line battle time once again, and we are checking out to see what these guys are up to. Let me tell you about the teams. The teams are the Russians versus the French, 77Y and 2nd FGR predominantly, along with the 15th Cav are on the Russian side. For the French, you have the 15DE, the AR NR2, 5th Brigade, 15th Lighter in there as well, the Brulin, and the 56th as well, as far as I can see, and the Thrush. Nice. So those are all your people in there. So this is the map of choice. Now, obviously, because everyone's wearing dark uniforms, they're going to be easy to see. So what we're going to try and do is figure out where these guys are going to actually arrange themselves. So if we look over here, this will be the French artillery contingent. There is Fritz Fratzi, great name, and Major Asser, who is obviously the commander. He is making sure that everything is okay. Getting shot at. So Sticky Rubber claims the first kill for the artillery there. Nice shot by Mr. Rubber. And there is one of the Frenchmen. Now you can see essentially, look at those cannonballs flying over the top. They've got to get the bounce just right before the hill. Now, whether or not it was a mistake by the French artillery to put themselves on quite a gentle slope might turn out to be the case. We'll have to wait and see. However, Fritz Fatzel is doing a great job of taking out Smitty. Now, let's see if we can... There's Danny Ant, 5th Brigade. They are looking resplendent as usual, as Snoopy taking out Fritz Fatzel. So, let's see if we can move in, see what's going on. These are both gentle hills. So, there's not really a lot that the artillery can do. Everybody's on a gentle hill. And they can't really hide behind it, so they've got to take pot shots and hope for the best. So there's Ninja Murray working with Snoopy, and over here, of course, would be Corporal Thomas, and of course the rubberized one himself. So now the trouble is, these guys will lined up like this because they don't want to be lined up standing behind each other, because if a cannonball bounces over the top, it could take off the head of a lot of people. So, as you can see, look, cannonballs bouncing in the background there. You can see it just going boom, boom, boom. Those are the kind of cannonball bounces that can do a lot of damage to these lines. Here is the 77Y in one of their subsections. There's Lieutenant Gaz, complete with pipe, as well as Mr. Banana. A flat-faced Mr. Banana. So, you can see here cavalry for the Russians, and also line infantry sections making their way over to the left. However, all the fun and games seems to be happening on the right at the moment, as we've got a Skirmishers having a little bit of a contretemps with the 77Y line infantry. No, let's see. No, those are the 77Y Skirmishers, so my apologies there. Has Scruff died already? No, that's one of the others. So, as you can see, here are the Skirmishers with their rifles. Increased accuracy, taking pot shots at this line infantry over here for the French. As you can see, all getting lined up, bullets bouncing around them, and they will be firing back in a line. There we go, 15th Light Cadet X-Ray, taking down Cadet Guybrush with a nice shot indeed. So, oh, Snoopy with a nice kill onto the 5th Brigade 95th. Oh, fire coming in from Andre. The long distance of those rifles really helping them out. So you can see fire coming in, going in the general direction of those guys over there. Now the trouble is it looks like the cavalry has rushed in to try and take out the 77Y Skirmishers. They've now formed a bunch to protect themselves from the enemy. Now, this would be the commander of the armies of the Russians. Of course, Major Malakith, with no pipe today. Okay. Now, the trouble is, his artillery has now just come under attack. Oh, when he's taken down one of the enemy, he's taken a bit of a slice there. Major Malakith, oh, that's Brigadier General Woden. Woden has come in and killed members of the artillery for the Russians. That's going to cause them a problem. Now, the question is, what's going to happen? So, good opportunistic play. Oops-a-daisy. Good opportunistic play here by the French cavalry. Malakith trying to do the damage he can before he has to make a run for it. And let's just see what happens. Yeah, they're chasing after him. They're chasing after him. Malakith being smart and making a run for it. There's M.Co. Jackson. There's 15th Cavalry Lieutenant Colonel Panther. Oh, tried to take a pot shot at him. Didn't succeed. And you can see now the line battles all starting to get nasty. You see the lines forming up here. 77Y and Skirmishers. Let's see if we can lock over on the other side to see what's going on. As you can see, a huge amount of fire going on. There we go. That's the reason why. Russians at the artillery. So they are taking out the artillery, taking a few cannonballs in the face. Very unfortunate. But they're now moving forward to take out the defenders of the cannons. However, the Russians are a little bit low on numbers. So, and then now even lower on numbers. So I don't think it's possible they will survive this attempt. However, they have essentially tried to take out the artillery for the French, and that could turn out to be a good thing. However, Master Cat was smart enough to back off, and he is now back in and using the artillery. So, let's have a look at numbers. 41 versus 58. So, again, the Russians have the advantage still in numbers. Let's see where that battle's going on, because you've got Rickamaroo, who seems to be having a little bit of a contretemps there with the enemy. As cannonballs come bouncing over the head of the light infantry. Look at that. Holy crap. That's pretty impressive. Now, Malakith obviously leading the lines into battle. Oh, Master Cat's just been taken down, so there we go. The artillery, I do believe, of the French finally taken out completely. And Rickamaroo doing a great job of taking down their artillery. So, we've got another line here of the French. As you can see. And you've got Malakith over here. Looks like he's going to be moving in. As you've got, there we go, classic pincer movement from the Russian forces. Unfortunately, they suffered a cropper as a result. There's the French being taken down. What remains of the French line now being charged into by the cavalry, or the artillery, I should say. And you can see the remainder of the French defending. Yeah, this is not going to go well. 19 Frenchmen are remaining as Malakith is cantering around the area. And these guys are determined to try and save the Tricolor, but they were unsuccessful as Stabby comes in and steals the Imperial Eagle. So the last of the Frenchmen in that area are being taken down. As you can see, whoops, piece with a little bit of a team kill and another team kill. As you can see there, Rickamaroo finally getting taken down. And, oh, cavalry. Let's see if we can lock in on the cavalry. Okay, as there's lots going on with the Cav. There we go, the Cav trying to finish off what remains of the French. As you can see, 5 left for the French opposing forces, including this poor tail end Charlie, so to speak. Corporal Viper got a nice stab in on a horsey. And let's just see if he's going to make it in. Oh, he's coming under fire from... And there he goes. Corporal Viper is taken down. And the Russians win the first round. We move on to the next one. Stay tuned. And so we have returned with the next round. Now, there's Lieutenant Colonel Facepalm. Obviously driving and spyglassing at the same time, not advisable. 3 points on his horse license. As we're looking at the French parading past their artillery, and the artillery being set up on what appears to be a similar hill. Wow. The Russians already have the range of the artillery, as you can see. Look at that. These guys are going to be very lucky not to catch a cannonball in the face from the 77Y cannon team. Now, Master Cat doing a good job. Oh, God. Oh, well. So, unfortunately for Master Cat, not doing as well a job as he would have liked. There's Ninja Murray. And, of course, the mighty Ginger Ninja, Colonel Aztir. Checking over the area to see what's going on, letting his team know where the enemy is progressing from. So, this is the Russian setup, as you can see. The limbering horse, complete with Squish Pinecone, who seems to be doing strange and unnamed things to it. Guardian Chicken. New flavour of chicken, obviously. There's Corporal JHS and Snoopy taking out another member of the 15th Art, as these two guys appear to be chasing a horse. Random horse chasing. And let's see. Let's focus in to see what the lines are doing. So here's the main line, complete with commanding officer on the clippity-clop, and cavalry along with these guys who appear to be moving onto the left side yet again. So let's see. Let's go up high, get an idea of what's going on. So it looks like the two cavalries might be making a run for each other. Yeah, the two cavalries have gone in for a mass cavalry melee session, and it looks like the French have also seen the Russians coming from the right hand side and are now moving over to the right hand side to try and counter that attack. Now obviously the battle that occurs with respect to the cavalry in the middle is going to be interesting, because if it turns out to be the Russian cavalry that wins, they can then attack this line possibly from the back, and they can also go for the artillery. So let's see what happens as we're moving closer on the French lines as they are moving up, forming their lines, trying to get a shot onto the enemy. As you can see, the enemy on the far side there. There we go, getting set up in the line, getting ready, presenting, and very soon taking pot shots. So there we go, the line taking a pot shot there, as you've got the Russians and French fighting it out here in the middle. And you can see the tricolor has been placed down on the ground. Oh, it's been picked up and stolen by the Russians. And, oh no, Gelja takes a bullet. Poor Gelja. Cornboy has received another bullet. And it looks to be from this collection up here, possibly, let's see. Oh, heavens! Oh, whoa, Nelly, that was just... Oh, good God. Yeah, that's what this was here. Good God. Look at that. A poor commander. Oh, poor Lieutenant Colonel Hagman's lost all his men. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Oh, poor Hagman. So he obviously picks up his rifle and... God, so many people. Look at this. Oh, dear. Anyway. The benefits of smart artillery. And, oh, Squish Pinecone takes a cannonball to the bonce. And this is why you don't line up an artillery in line with the cannonballs. Very unfortunate. But hey-ho, these things happen. So... let's have a look over here. You can see remainders of the cavalry having a little bit of swordy fun with the 2nd FGR. As you can see, they did not survive. These guys here, they got taken out pretty quickly. And there we go. There's another one, 2nd FGR. Colonel Penn, last man standing. 2nd FGR is no more. taken down by the evil Brigadier General Woden and his cavalry. So let's see. Looking at the Russians now, they're moving up on the left side to support their skirmishers. So the skirmishers here, plenty of cartridges available to them, and the line infantry now moving up, probably under the command of Gaz, or Andre. There we go, Andre. So he's now moving up, and his line is now following him into the fray, probably moving up to this hill here to try and engage the French on the opposing side. So we'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do, as this looks to be the 5th Brigade, 95th, and there they are there, trying to hide behind the rocks and taking pot shots at the enemy as they come towards them. And this said enemy being led by Corporal Riki, who is holding on to an enemy tricolor, as you can see. And the fire coming in here, Cadet Luca Fix unfortunately taking the bullet. And look at this. This is classic pincer movement here. Troops on the left, troops on the right. Get them caught in the crossfire and it's all over. But fortunately, you also have, there we go, the cavalry coming in to support. Trying to take out the Russians. There we go. The blind goat is now the dead goat. And these guys are doing a great job of taking down the Russians. So the problem that happens now is these guys. In come the Russian cavalry. Sorry, not the Russian cavalry. In come the Russian line infantry. The 15th Light, Cadet Kritek, doing a good job of doing stabby goodness, going after one of the artillery commanders. So, never mind. Oh, Cadet Kritek with another, gets killed unfortunately. And, oh goodness, sorry, Joran van Gisteren. So, let's see what's going on with that. As the final man standing is Private Steam Shadow. He is now no more as the... Oh, he gets shot in the back by Greatsword. Rifle shot in the back as the skirmishers move up. And you can see now that Malakith has also picked up a gun and moving to see what's going on. Now, you're looking here at the remainder. There's Flea Circus, unfortunately, being cut down. At the remainder of the defensive team. Oh, lovely shot there on one of the cavalrymen as he gets dehorsed. And we're looking at numbers, 40 versus 25. They're being taken down fast. Oh, Mao staying out of trouble. And it looks like the cavalry attempts by the French is unsuccessful. Smoke trail with a kill onto Emco Jackson. And it looks like this guy is the last man standing, Gyrosile. And he's not standing anymore. So, another line here of the 77Y making their way out. And let's see, there's Lieutenant Gaz working with the line. There's PFC Johnny. Now the question is, who is in the lead? There's JHS. And here are the skirmishers. Now these skirmishers are going to cause a big problem for the remaining Frenchmen, because you've got the accuracy as the cannonball bounces right in between these guys. Just as well they're not bunched up that much, otherwise that could have been very nasty. Avior manages to catch a cannonball though, so it's not a complete loss, and this is the remainder of the French forces. So let's see, 18 left alive. Oh, correction, 16 left alive. 15 actually. Oh, so let's see. Here is the Limber Horse. There's Lieutenant Colonel Hagman, who's unfortunately lost most of his troops. Let's see. Okay, so we're moving over here. Now, obviously, using the Limber Horse as cover probably won't do them much good. Now, what happens? There seems to be a sole horseman over here. So there's Lieutenant Jones, probably AFK, so he won't be contributing much to the battle. There's a French tricolour out here, complete with Imperial Eagle on top. So let's just see how these guys decide to proceed. So here are the Skirmishers, complete with the suspiciously alive Scruff, is most out of character. And we are just waiting to see what happens. Because they're going to try and fire into these guys. Do as much damage as they can, as no doubt there is a line making their way over there. So you can see the skirmishers moving, and this is essentially the lines that we're talking about here. Oh, Sticky Rubber with a nice kill. Look at this, see? Here we go. Classic outflanking maneuver here by the Russian forces. There's a small French line there. Gonna take pot shots. There we go. Clink and Whiskers get taken down. The 56th taking pot shots back at the 77. Why? There we go. PFC Templar. Catching a bullet in the face again. Mad bullet catching skills. Oh, good shot there from Thingamajib. Taking down one of the enemy. This guy here dodging left and right. He's trying to charge into battle. So you can see there, lots going on. Now, the question is he going to take a pot shot at the commander? Or, oh, he's going to stab the commander. He's going to try and stab the commander and dehorse him. Let's see what's going on. Oh, this is nasty. This is sneaky. Can he get in there and do some stabbing damage? Oh no, somebody turned and saw him. Oh, he's been seen. He's been seen. Private Andrew is now going to get raped with a bayonet, unfortunately. So, and the Baker managed to kill one of his teammates. And there is the flag-carrying Banana. So, remainder of the cavalry there. Let's see if we can lock in on Mark's feet there, going for the remaining artilleryman. Oh, he gets a rifle butt in the testicles. And Hobo team kills Lakotas. And we're just waiting to see what happens. There we go. This is the AFK Frenchman. And the stab is complete. And the round is successful. On behalf of the Russians. We'll be right back. And we are back with the next round. And we are watching the French army set up. Ho! Cannonballs bouncing over the top of the artillery. So, there's Wreck Wally. And Bayakini. A couple of people losing connection. Seems to be having crash issues tonight. Very unfortunate for the lads. As obviously they want to take part in this. And if they disconnect, then they won't be able to get back onto the site. Is randomly in one of our lines. Okay. So, very odd indeed. There's Master Cat. Expert cannonball face catcher earlier. Okay. So, a big chat going on in the background there. You can see the French contingent now moving out. And a little bit of cavalry goodness for the French. Look at these fellas. There he is himself. The Woden. Soon to be feared. Okay, so, as you can see, driving without both hands. Very dodgy. Okay. So, here are another line of the Frenchmen. There we go. The 15th there. The Soldat Visionary. The Celtic. Heavy Duty. Zinks. Gisterin. And Victor. Okay, Visionary, unfortunately, did not see that cannonball coming. The irony of his name was not matched by his ability not to snuff it thanks to a cannonball in the face. But, you know, I'm a big fan of irony, and wartime irony sometimes can be the best. Anyway. You can see here the French lines at the back of the area that they're fighting for, and we're moving over to the right hand side where no doubt this is the light infantry who are guarding the right hand side. So let's see what happens. Now I've noticed they're not being very aggressive, however these fine fellows are. Second FGR looks to be skirmishers, or in skirmisher form. And there's Colonel Penn of the 2nd FGR, checking out the enemy to see what they're up to. You also have this fellow at the back here, Captain Pluto, complete with tall helm, has cannonballs bouncing over the hills. You've then also got, obviously, Ninja Boy himself, and everyone getting set up. So a little bit of smack talk going on between Wodan and the banana. So here's Gelja leading his troops forward with the spyglass, and it looks like, yep, here we go, looks like they're going to get set out and wait for this extremely large French line to come towards them. This has the potential to get very, very messy. Now, that's interesting because Gelja has decided to pull back, which is smart thinking, because he cannot commit that amount of troops and do a decent job against them. Now, unfortunately, the 2nd FGR decided to stand and fight, and they have taken a lot of damage there. They're now backing up behind the defensive area behind this hill, behind the brow of the hill, as the collection here of Gelja's line. Oh, Squish Pinecone getting shot in the face. And you can see, oh, shot coming from Temurai. Temurai again. 16 kills, 1 death. Good God, he's on form tonight. So you can see here, light infantry on the right, line infantry coming up on the left-hand side. This could be a knotty situation, 79 versus 85. These guys are going to find themselves in trouble, whether or not they're going to turn and stand and fight. As you can see now, additional reinforcements coming up on the left-hand side, being brought by the General Malakith. So these guys are now obviously moving back to try and consolidate their forces and the sheer firepower that they have available to them. Bob the Blob has just been rubberized, courtesy of a cannonball fired by said rubber. So let's see what's going on. There's Captain Scruff taking the pot shot at the French, and the skirmishers taking pot shots at the French line. The advantage of those accurate rifles doing a great job. Scruff obviously of no use whatsoever with a pistol. So Dr. Boom Flaps, great name, just fantastic name. So a bit of random fire there into the skirmishers. Now this is a problem that the skirmishers are going to have. Sticky rubber with more cannonball kills is the fact that they do not have bayonets to fight off with. They can use the rifle butts, but that's about it. And that means that they can find it difficult to fight off horses, and they can come into trouble when fighting against other artillery that is equipped with bayonets. So you can see bayonet-y fun going on. Now this looks to be... here we go. They're setting up the line. That's Gelja setting up the line, going in for the line. There we go, the fire going in. Oh, the first RGLA there being taken out. And these guys no doubt having to back off. There's Brulin. And there's RGJ there. There you go, there's Price also. They're coming under fire. Now the Russians charge in, but unfortunately for them, it's exactly at this moment that the opportunistic French decide to attack and try and kill the Russians as much as possible. So this could turn out to be very bad for the Russian side. They're now being crowded by horses. So KOH Barrett there. Yay, Woden got Gelja. And Brad Apple just stabbed Woden. Awesome. So oh dear. Gotta love a little bit of smack talk, but friendly banter and a little bit of rivalry. It's all very good. Okay. So you can see here the cavalry for the French. You've also got these guys having a little bit of a line battle going on. So you can see them now being charged by the French. There we go. Are they going to fire in time? Yes, they are. Oh, dear. So there you go. JHS and the 77Y getting in there. French RT death is coming at the same time as the cavalry attack. JHS has just been barged to the floor. Let's see what's going on. Oh, he stabs one of the enemy who's just been dehorsed. So there we go. That's one of the other guys there, just about to get stabbed with a bayonet. He's backing up, but his horse doesn't make it away. Oh no, Johnny 69 there. Johnny 89, I should say, being taken out. Let's see who this fella is. This is Slayer, one of the few members of the Russians left standing, and you've got another Russian contingent over here having a fight with Polecat. There's PFC Slavic, and they are now under fire from a combination of the Skirmishers and a small line on the left hand side. That will be, there we go, 77Y, and there's Lieutenant Gamer there, and there's Private Steam Shadow. So there, as you can see, they're rodding the yeah, okay, let's not go any further with that sentence. So as you can see, it's not a lot going on. Cannons being fired in both directions, so you can see them firing towards the enemy artillery. So that would be, of course, Mr. Rubber here. But also, you've got fire going in this direction as well. So let's see if we can find out what's going on. Waiting to see what happens. Here are the Skirmishers. Let's follow the general, shall we? Ah, better still, 15th. This could be interesting. Lots of clippity-clopping going on. The question is, when are they going to pick their time? So you can see a few members. There we go. They've moved up to sort out and help out Malakith, the general. So there we go, charging into battle. You've also then got these guys surviving, pistol shot into his back, and Corporal Pluto taking down people, Luca Fix taking down Cadet Guybrush, and this is pretty much it for the French side. It's not going well. PFC Price. Oh, lovely turn and stabs. Now he's just getting beaten to bits. And there you have it. That has been the third round. And we will be moving on to a map change. We'll be right back. And we have returned from the map change to this rather lush and verdant landscape. So let's see. Strange looking rock formations here, but the French making their way out now. You can see them all slowly moving. Along with a random dead horse. And Gildart there, who appears to be AFK. So, let's see what the Russians are up to. Here are an awful lot of Russians. Oh, heavens above. So we're going up high to see what they're up to. So we're looking here, and they are moving over to the far side. Let's see. Over to one side from the artillery. Oh, Ninja Murray! Oh, goodness me! Oh, wow. So you can see here a contingent of French line has... no, sorry, correction. There's the second FGR moving up. And more from Smitty. Let's see. Here is the line infantry from the French. So what they're trying to do is check to see what's going on. Whoops-a-daisy. Bit of an explosion there. So a bit of defensive work going on. There's Tadar. You can see them making their way across the river there, the cavalry. As at the same time as these fine fellows here, Verdant Princess and Colonel EVA, and Inv Ash. So they're putting in defences. Now you can see now these guys are moving over. And let's see. More cavalry there of the French, and looks like they're backing away. These are the line infantry here, or light infantry I should say, now engaging the light infantry of the Russians. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Here we go, here's a line battle. A big old contretemps on the middle of a hill. Oh dear, that was a bit nasty. So you can see there, lots of fire coming in. The French absolutely decimating the Russians. And now the Russians' reinforcements have come in to join in the fray. Poor Gaz fighting for his life, supported by his teammates there, blocking as best he can, going in for a quick stab on one of the enemies. Whether or not he's actually going to be able to make it, trying to swing his sword, keeping him at bay. Oh, a couple of blocks there. Oh, nice stab in the back there by Steam Shadow. And poor old Gaz gets taken down by Cadet Chris. So, oh, Mr. Johnny has been unfortunately stabbed as we look at the cavalry over here. You can see a little bit of fighting going on here between the two teams. There is Jim Bob suffering a little bit of stabbing there. And he is in a fight with Sergeant Andre. However, it's not going to go well, because the cavalry of the French have just arrived, and Andre is now been stabbed yet again. As, let's just see, Woden just killed Jim Bob by mistake. So that's going to go down well. The cavalry there, unfortunately, coming a cropper. But then, at the same time, in come the Scottish... The Scottish? What the hell? The Russian cavalry. Where the hell did I get Scottish from? So in come these guys. And they're making their way in to try and do as much damage to the remaining cavalry as they can. Oh, going in for... Oh, Eduardio! His horse got taken down with a fine sabre swipe from the enemy. And he now has to watch his back, because there is cavalry being dehorsed all over the place. There's Jackson being taken down by a nice swing from Offhead Preef. Let's see who these are remaining. There's Cadet Guybrush. And Second Lieutenant Maroon. So he looks like he might decide to run away. However, he would be pursued by the cavalry of his enemy. So the question is he going to try and take out that guy? No, he's not. And Maroon is now history. So there we go. A successful operation there by the cavalry and the 77Y, wiping out the French contingent there. And let's see. Here is the blind goat. The fact that he's following anyone is quite impressive considering his name. So Cadet the blind goat being led into the battle by Malakith, the commander, as the Russian forces are now looking to make their way across the river. So here we go. River crossing. These guys got to be very careful not to lose their cartridges. So let's see. Malakith quietly trotting in towards the enemy, looking up on the hill for what could be the artillery, but no, it's over here on the right hand side. So what remains of the Frenchmen, 9 of them, have backed off, and there's 52 Russians. So yeah, there's kind of only one way this can go. See, look, cannons coming in, cannonballs coming in from the 77Y. Squish Pinecone has just managed to stab his teammate. So obviously there's dissension in the ranks as they're now turning to fire on the enemy. So it looks to be a nice little line of cadets. Yes, indeed it is. Privates and cadets here, Rick and Roo, and so on and so forth. And Brad Apple as well. Private Luke takes grape shot or canister shot to the face. And now the French are about to get absolutely butchered. So very unfortunate for these guys. Few people left over here. He's reloading as quickly as he can, Mr. Price. Question is, has he made it? Oh, taking a pot shot at the attacking people. There we go. Nice stab onto the enemy there. Oh, he's stabbing the commander's horse. The commander's going in for a nice little stab on this final fella. Oh, nice turn and stab, and there we go. Price is no more. So, let's see. Here are the artillery for the 77Y who appear to have moved up. And we are looking now for Colonel Facepalm. And obviously, because it's no fun, they've actually toggled the beacon on him so they can find him. So here is Colonel Facepalm. And the late Colonel Facepalm, complete with spazzing out horse. And we are moving on to the next round. And so we return with the final round of this line battle. And let's just see what happens. So what we're doing is we're looking over in the corner here to see what's going on. So we've got artillery over there. And, oh, heavens. Line infantry as well, taking pot shots at cavalry lines. There we go. A bit of fire coming in from these guys at the cavalry, who were being very aggressive. Unfortunately, a couple of them appear to have come a cropper as a result of that. You can see here a couple of cavalrymen currently lying. Oh god, that's painful. Oh god, that's really painful. Look at that. Looks like he's a ballet dancer. Jumping through the air. Ta-da! And obviously a horse. Complete with this guy, who obviously stuck up the horse's ass. Anyway. There's Private Nessie after just completing a crossing of the river. Oh god, it's a Colonel Ast here. Look out, everyone. He's got a rifle. He's got a gun. So let's see. Moving past these fine fellows, cadets all. There we go. And PFCs, privates first class, in case you didn't know. There's Nessie. And another line here of 77Y. So, Gaz and Jelja and Corporal Royal all looking out using their spy glasses to find out where the enemy are located. Now, there's some enemies up on the rocks here. This is interesting. Haven't seen this before. Look at that. Who are these fellas? So this is the 15th. -1 now. So I think it's fair to say they are firing in line after a fashion. But it's going to be a bit unfortunate as fires coming in from a combination of the cavalry and the line using combined fire here into the Russian lines. So as you can see, fire coming in from this light infantry as well. You've got another line infantry moving over to the left as well. So they're going to be taking pot shots at the Russians. A few hits there. And the thing is, what's going to happen now? Yeah, Corporal Royal is going to try and bring them round the back to see if they can actually outflank them. Getting them set up. Bit of fire going into the French retreaters. These guys are now backing up. So you can see these line infantry. Oh dear, some of them surrendering already. There's Ash there. So let's see. These guys backing up. Smart move. However, few number there. Taken down by Cadet Woodsy. Very nice shot, long distance. Impossible taken down by a cadet. And more fire coming in here from the 77Y as they seem to be quite effective. What is going on up here? Looks like Matrix just frozen in its place. Anyway, skirmishers here, courtesy of the Russian side, now moving up, and it looks like we've got cavalry coming into the battle. Let's see where they are. This fine line infantry over here. Oh, poor old Nessie taking a bullet to the face. And you've got Hobo up there as well, up on the rocks. More fire coming in from this, and you've got to be careful when standing in front of your line troops there, Smithy. So that's going to go down very well as he gets a bullet in the back of the head. So, let's see what's going on. Oh, Thomas! Thomas. Evil cannonballing skills again. You can see, look at that. 5-0, 5-0. So, Temerai unfortunately killing Lieutenant Gaz. Oh dear, demotion. Very unfortunate there. So you can see here the lines. This is interesting. What they're doing essentially. Oh, Malakith. Oh no. Malakith has just caught a cannonball in the face. Poor Malakith. I think this is the location of the late Major Malakith. Complete with horse. So Malakith is no more, courtesy of a nicely placed cannonball. So, wrong place at the wrong time. Now here you can see the skirmishers moving up, trying to take out the light infantry. Likes of Cartman here. And Trafalgar. God, that's quite a name. So they're trying to go in against the skirmishers, who don't really have any kind of bayonet-y goodness to defend themselves with. So you can see here Cartman going in, but he's also under attack from the rear as well. There we go, Cartman is no more. And Locutus obviously decides to do something strange and bestial with his body, as we look to see what's going on with the 77Y cavalry, artillery, I should say. So you can see they're all guarded. They're all being guarded by their teammates here. Guard the Baker. and all the rest of it. So, here we go. In fact, we better do that, because we will be on the French side, and we will go in as cavalry. Who will we go in as? Let's go in as the dragoons. There we go. Anyway, so, as you can see, there's Gunner Baker taking pot shots at the enemy, and unfortunately the final Frenchman has died, complete with a quick teabag from Colonel Penn. So this is the remaining members of the French Empire. Let's see. Okay. There's Cadet Brad Apple. Where is the final Frenchman? Okay. See, I'm just clicking around him to try and find out where he is. Okay. Because there are 41 Russians versus 2 Frenchmen. Aha. Could this be them? Oh, nice kill on Ninja Murray. In come the Siberia. In come the swords. As Francois says, he's from Siberia, which is interesting. Ow! Oh, Flash Pendragon is no more. And there we have it. That is it. Over with a win for the Russian side. And we'll be bringing you back with the fun round. And here is the fun round. So, let's see what we can do with this, shall we? As you can see, so we didn't have to do a reset, but they said they're going. You were told multiple times about doing the reset, so yeah, go figure. Ow, that hurt me and my horse. No, running away. I'm running away. Go away, evil person. So they're all after me, the buggers. Get off me. Get off me, you sods. Aha, there. Here's Colonel Aztir. No, he's on an admin horse. He's on an admin horse. No, come back, Colonel Aztir. No, get off me. Ah, no, that's not going good. Whoops-a-daisy. Oh, here we go. Come on. Get out of my way, trumpet boy. Hey, I actually killed someone! Flea circus, yay! Oh, he's never going to live that down. Ow! Oh no. I actually killed someone on cavalry back. Oh god, I can't believe it. Oh dear. Completely ridiculous, but utterly good fun. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Can you see this blatant cheater over here on an admin horse? Blatant cheating going on. Blatant cheating of an admin horse here. Look at this. There we go. All over. See you later, guys. Hope you enjoyed.